If you watch this video till the end, you will know my personal top 10 things that I love about India. I'm going to give you only my honest opinion. Hi everyone, I was asked to make a reaction to the video Why India is Great. But before doing that, I decided to make my own list of 10 top things that I love about India. I want to give you my honest opinion. What are those 10 things? That is why first I will make this video and later on I will watch the video Why India is Great and make that reaction. Thank you for watching my video. This is Olga from the Volga. Subscribe, write comments, put likes if you want to. So let's start. Indian hospitality. You know, when I talk about Indian hospitality, I really want to cry because really Indian hospitality is something very, very warm. You know, when Indian people receive guests, they receive guests with so much respect, with so much taking care of the guest. Even the smallest detail, a glass of water or a cup of tea, even your visit is only for 1 minute, you will be given that. And also there is this great tradition of giving your guest a garland of flowers, yes, to wear. And I know that it is considered to be polite to take it off because you have to show that you don't deserve it, that you don't deserve such respect. But you know, this tradition is so warm, it is so touching that when I receive somewhere a garland of flowers, I like it so much, I feel so special and I don't want to take it off. I know it is bad, but I always try to follow this tradition and to take it off. Wonderful tradition. You really feel respected and you really feel that the people have been expecting you. All Indian people are very hospitable. When I, as a foreigner, travel around India, everybody is friendly to me. So if I speak to some people in tuk-tuk, you know, tuk-tuk drivers, taxi drivers, waiters in the restaurant, sometimes people in the street start talking to me and they're always friendly. They always, you know, offer their help. And they can even invite you to their homes. It has happened to me a few times. For example, a shop assistant, when they find out that I'm a person from Russia, that I love Indian culture, that I speak Hindi, Sirf Torasa, they are very open. They say, I want you to meet my family. Please come visit my home. For example, there was this one situation when I was in Mumbai and it was a banking holiday in India. Well, it was just a coincidence. So I was going by boat to those Elephanta caves and there was a girl, a 13-year-old girl. She came up to me on the boat and started talking to me in English, and she told me that she really likes to make new friends. So we chatted for a while and then she said, and here are my parents, and she showed the parents, and her father gave me his business card. He was a doctor and they all told me, if you want you can visit. So tomorrow, the next day, they invited me for dinner. Can you imagine that? And it all started with this just small chat of a 13-year-old girl. Unfortunately, I could not visit them because the next morning I was leaving for Russia. But this situation, you know, has always stayed in my heart. Indian people, when they smile to me, you know, everywhere I go, people that I don't even know, people that I meet in the streets, very often the person sees me and smiles straight away. I heard that there is some kind of a good omen. Yes, it is considered a good omen to meet a foreign person, a tourist. So maybe that's why people are smiling. But you know, anyway, it feels so good to me when I see local people, Indian people smiling. It doesn't only feel good because it is kind of, okay, I'm so happy people are smiling, but I also see that this reaction, this smile is really genuine. Yes, it is real, it is authentic. It means that I am somehow making this person who sees me happy. And I'm very happy to make other people happy. So that's why I really enjoy meeting people in the streets, anyone outside who smiles to me. If you enjoy my video, please put likes, write comments. It is very important for YouTube algorithms. Thank you. Dhanyavad. Delhi Airport. When I visit India, the first place that I visit there is Delhi Airport. That's why, for me, Delhi Airport is associated with the start of a great trip, adventure, wonderful emotions, great experience ahead of me. And I know that there is this smog and smell in Delhi, yes, which is actually a huge problem. It is the consequence of some really big environmental issues. But for me, even the smog and smell are a part of this big picture of coming to India. So when I come to Delhi airport and when I smell the smog, I know I am in India. That is the beginning of another great Indian trip. Indian transport. So the first one, tuk-tuk. So when I am in tuk-tuk, even in a big city, I really enjoy it. It has no doors, and any weather, you always have this air coming in, so you breathe the air, you feel the smell of all kinds of smells, spices, shops, yes, where many people are selling stuff, and there is a kind of a smell of goods, I would say, in the air. Also, the smell of the heat in general when it is hot. Do you know that, there is this special smell of heat in India? I really enjoy it. Also in tuk-tuk, I observe people, I observe other vehicles, cars, tuk-tuks. Well, there are some animals, sometimes by the road, there are some people walking by. And when I see people in other tuk-tuks, often the curtains are closed, so I just see the legs, I mean the feet. So I really enjoy observing different types of shoes. Well, really sometimes cute baby shoes, and also couples on bikes. When there is a husband and the wife going from work or going shopping, the wife is usually dressed in all different types of saris, colorful, and the man is always so serious on the bike. So really, really great experience of going on a tuk-tuk. And the second type of vehicle, of course, is an Indian train, and I don't prefer AC coaches. I have been on an AC coach in India only once, when this non-AC coach was just fully packed. I couldn't actually stand there, forget about sitting. It was fully packed, so I had to go to the AC coach. But in all other cases, I use non-AC coaches with that fan, yes, and the coaches which have no windows, no glass. It is always warm when I'm in India, and there is this warm air coming in, again with all kinds of different smells. You can see lots of things outside, and usually there are so many people on these coaches, and the people are so friendly to me. I have made so many friends on Indian trains. And in those, open coaches without any AC. By the way, why I don't like AC? Mainly because it is so cold in there. I usually come to India, I have only warm, we call it open clothes, yes? It is like t-shirts, dresses, no sweaters. But, it is so cold in AC coaches, so I thought I could even catch a cold. So I really enjoy, mainly because of temperature, I enjoy those open coaches. And in Russia, we always have glass in trains, window glass. So it is a really nice experience to be able to feel this wind coming in from the window as the train moves. So I love Indian trains. Muslim dargahs in India. I doubt that many people mention it in their top 10 things about India lists, but it is my personal list, so my personal opinion, and that's why I'm speaking about it. I love to watch Indian movies, so perhaps Muslim dargahs, for me, maybe it is because of the Indian movies. For example, all those, qawwalis, I love qawwalis. Ye ishq nahi asa, tere dar pe aaya hu. There are many songs in Indian movies that are performed in a Muslim dargah. And when I, for the first time, came to a Muslim dargah, it was Nizamuddin dargah in Delhi. I really liked it. I liked it for the fact that although Delhi, for example, yes, is a very crowded city, but inside this Nizamuddin Dargah, somehow there is a space for everyone. Not so many people are there. It is quite quiet there. Well, sometimes there is some music there, but rather than that, people don't make any noise. And it is just okay to be sitting on the ground. You can sit, relax, and think about something, yes, and feel some really, really good energy. So this is why I like Muslim dargahs. Indian movies, beautiful tradition, and very, very energetic and nice place to sit, relax, and to think. Indian food. I have already made 2 videos about Indian food, so some of you may have seen how I like Indian food. So I like everything. I like spices, pickles, this chicken tikka masala, masala chai, sweets, biryani. I really love idlis. Well, I don't know why, maybe because that's one of those very, very, very few types of Indian food which are not spicy, right? Idlis are not spicy, but they taste so good, and I think they are very healthy because they are made of rice and urad dal. I also enjoy all types of dals, especially dal soup, and dosas, of course, dosas. When they bring you a bowl and you tear some parts and it explodes, and then you eat it with different gravy, so it is so good. And in Moscow, Indian food is so expensive, so I cannot afford it often. That's why I always look forward to my visit to India to have a lot of Indian food. Mangoes, simple Indian food is delicacy for us because in our shops they sell mangoes which are green, very hard. They are sour, and actually, do you know that mangoes have a taste of a fir tree, a pine tree? So this is the type of trees that we use for Christmas. That typical taste of a pine tree. So that is what for Russians is mangoes. But I love Indian mangoes, juicy, sweet. So when you eat those mangoes, the juice just is everywhere on your hands because they are so juicy, so soft, so delicious. Indian sweets, well, they do deserve a separate number on my rating because I like Indian sweets so much. A part of gulab jamun, I'm sorry, I don't like gulab jamun. But those sweet shops, yes, when you come to this sweet shop and there are showcases with dozens of different types of Indian sweets. They are all different. I don't know, imagination of Indian cooks, of Indian people who make, how would you call Indian confectionery experts, yes, how you make all these different types of sweets. So I usually come and I say, I want everything. So the shop assistants, they usually put for me 2 types of this, 2 types of that. So when I come from India to Russia, I usually bring 4 boxes with sweets. And I always tell in the shop that 1 box is the sweets that last up to 3 days, that I'm going to eat at home with my family as soon as I come back. The second box is about 5 days. This is usually the box which I will take to my work. I mean, 2-3 days after I come from India, after my vacation is over. So all these sweets we will eat all together in the office. The third box, this is sweets that last for 2 weeks. So I usually keep them longer, and I try to meet some friends 1 week or maybe 10 days after I return from India, and I treat them to Indian sweets. And the fourth box, sweets, I mean, they are there. I mean, the shop assistants always know which sweet is, how long it will last. So the fourth box is for 1 month. So that is that special type of sweet which I'm going to eat, maybe myself, maybe with some other friends. So I know I can eat it for a longer term, for a longer time, for a month. So Indian sweets are just wonderful. Indian cinema. My whole channel is practically about Indian cinema. So how can I say in 2 words what I like about Indian cinema? I think that Indian films are very good. Indian films are a combination of some old trends and old things and the new trends and the new things. And I truly believe that many Indian movies are much better than Hollywood movies. Starting from old movies like Madhumati, Suraj, Sangam, for example, up to the movies of nowadays. So this year, for example, Khuda Hafiz or Gulabo Sitabo, which was a wow for me. Indian music. Mohammad Rafi, Asha Bhosle, Lata Mangeshkar, Alka Yagnik, Kishore Kumar, Mukesh, Sonu Nigam, Mahendra Kapoor. You know, I'm not reading from any list, you know, I'm taking it from my memory. Ravi, Lakshmikant Pyarelal, Shankar Jai Kishan. Yes, I mean, speaking about the lyrics, yes, Gulzar. What else can I say? Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan. I'm not sure if he's from India, but I know that people in India also like him a lot, and I really, really enjoy watching and listening to his qawwali's. So what else can I say? I just can say thank you, India. Thank you for all the wonderful music that you have given to the world. This is my personal 10 top things that I like about India. Now I want to say thank you, India, Dhanyavad Bharat, for all the great things that you offer to the world. This is Olga from the Volga. Thank you for watching my video. Subscribe to my channel if you want to. Put likes, write comments if you want to. I love India. I love Indian films, and I love to talk about India and Indian films. Phir milenge.